Hello everyone, my name is Luke, and welcome to the 29th Battle of the Promethean Directive. Today we have Iter per Lutum Tribus from the Divini Arcana Ordinum, led by Arcanist Orphus, facing up against Daniel II from the Light of the Sanctified, consisting of these three Machis in the foreground. Iter per Lutum 3 consists of a single one of these Amicateras, which is a modified version of the small walker we saw in the deposit battle, modified for resource harvesting work. With that all said, we'll unpause and watch as the pack misses. Okay, that's actually a really cool how the pack recedes for protection and then pops up to shoot. This is a really nice walking animation, too bad it is not at all synced up. It's kind of synced up. It's a little bit better now. But it does sometimes just drift. Speaking of that, one Machi has been packed into oblivion. The other two are currently trying their best. That one was a miss as well. There's a chance the Machis can take this guy out. Depends on how effective that Hesh is going to be against the packs. Another miss there. Machis are still at effectively full health. That one hit but didn't kill. I do like how the light changes color right before it fires. Purple, up, shoot, down. I love the attention to detail on these guys. Oh, why isn't... Ooh, I bet that Machi just got toasted. 70% still flying. Probably lost its gun now. Oof. That one just lost an engine. Both are now at 65 and 70. Probably going to go down very shortly. This is some very impressive work here, I must say. One Machi is dead, the other one's at 70% and dropping. Somewhere. 36%, that means it's toast. Alrighty, well done to the Amicatera. It probably took some damage. I don't know if that Hesh got anywhere in here, or if it's just not very effective against stone. But yeah, here's the pack storage chamber. It probably just didn't do anything if it can't get through the stone well. Okay, thanks for watching. This will probably get edited together with the next major battle. Hello everyone, my name is Luke, and welcome to the 30th Battle of the Promethean Directive. Today we have an attack by the Light of the Sanctified against the Divini Arcana Ordinum, specifically their city of Vidite Abyssi. Attacking are three fleets, the fourth one having just been shot down en route. The surviving ones are 2nd Kings, James, and Deuteronomy. And they consist in total of 10 Machis and 1 Cloudfire with a couple drones. While the city has 3 defense buildings over here and 1 central civilian building. With that all said, I'll unpause and get us started. Already the defenses are shooting out with packs. I probably should have spawned a city facing the other way, but that gun will get unmasked pretty soon anyways. The Machis are more than happy to oblige. At least when they're not getting shot down. Although that may have... I think it was a Machi. We'll see how well they do against these packs. I think that's mainly what these buildings are. There's a decorational thing in the middle building, and then these guys, I think, just have packs. Probably the same models that pop up to shoot as we saw in the battle against Iter per Lutum 3. Yep, they are the same. That's cool. Oh, I bet this middle building supplies power to the other 3. Just a guess? I don't know if these guys are actually big enough to fit proper engines. Yeah, I bet the middle guy has a power supply. Because I know this thing is stock full of engines if the sound is anything to go by. Okay, checking out the health. The main building's down to 98%. The packs are still at 100%. Several Maquis have been shot down, I think. Yeah, several have been. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 left. So 2 Maquis have been shot down, everything else 100%. And 2% damage has been dealt to this guy. Let's see how thick the stone is. The answer is quite. Probably that's just about solid stone, engines, and batteries. So we'll see how it goes. Let's get over the tactical map, see what's going on. Bunch of missiles getting shot in. Probably from the cloud fire. I don't think the Maquis drop missiles. Yeah. I think that's just a circling missile launcher. It'll take them time to bore in, though, especially if it just keeps circling. Because stone is quite effective. Although it's still chunking out pretty good. The question will be kind of if the Maquis will last long enough at these taking damage from these packs for the main building to get destroyed. If the main building gets sufficiently damaged first, the attackers win. If it just takes too long, then it's a dub for the defenders. I think these are running out of time. They're not getting shot down. Yeah, Cloudfire's too far away. Doesn't look like it's taking any damage, so it's just doing that. Personally, I'm a very big fan of the grayscale and metallic colors paint scheme, so I love the DAO look. Because, yeah, you've got your gold, you've got some, like, bronze or brownish color, you've got gray for the stone and other highlights. Just looks so good. Combine that, too, with the animated lights and stuff, although I don't think this guy has the color changing indicator. Might have just been an oversight or some kind of budget cuts to make these buildings. They're pretty small. And pretty basic. This thing is technically burning, but I know stone doesn't burn very well. So, it's probably not going to do much damage overall, though it does look cool. Another pack fired. Looks like that one missed. Checking in on health. The main building's down 4%. And only one more Maquis has been destroyed, but a couple are severely damaged. Actually, yeah, most of them have taken damage at this point. Cloudfire's still doing good. And it's just barely walking the line of 3 kilometers. Probably a little bit closer to 3 if you use the nearest building. Revealing the true nature of that spike. It's melee pack lenses for aesthetics. Ooh, I bet this Maquis just got totaled. Let's check it out. Already missing one set of engines. I think the middle just got gutted there. If we look for the nearest Maquis, 56%, still technically alive. It'll at least serve as bait for the packs to keep the rest alive a little bit longer. Now, is that Cloudfire gonna come back? Because it's I mean, the missiles are despawning. So, yeah, until it gets closer, it's just not going to be participating in the battle, while the Maquis just get shredded. It's hard to tell because I think we're in degraded mode. Yeah, so we can't see the Maquis tracers flying. I guess we can on this map, but you don't see any, which means that the Maquis are not able to do much. I think it's just a Cloudfire. And as long as its missiles are despawning before they land, it's not going to be able to do anything. Seems like it's sometimes in range, sometimes not. Maybe just a quality control issue getting the blueprint ready. Would not be the first time. Certainly not the first time in this war. Okay, any interesting messages in the chat? Nothing imminently applicable. Yeah, those missiles just aren't hitting. I feel like the range on that guy needs to be like 2,500 instead of just shy of, I guess it's at 2,500 now. Should probably be like 2,000 instead of 2,500 or 3, just to make the hits more consistent. Because I think it's only actually been within range to hit this thing about a third of the time so far, if even that long. And when it is hitting, it can do good damage, like it's managed to bore all the way in. At least in the top layer of stone here. But the rest of the time, it's just not hitting consistently. Now it's getting a good stream of missiles in. But it's currently heading out of range, so I doubt the next missiles will be in range to hit before they despawn. We'll see if this salvo gets cut off mid-launch. All the ones, at least from this bunch, are landing. But I'm gonna guess the next one's gonna be out of range. We will see, though. Finally getting into the metal core. So, if the Cloudfire at least comes back to attack it from this angle, the engines may get breached and the packs get disabled. But there's a whole lot of engine in there, so even a single small hole won't totally do it in. Looking at the Makis, there are 6 left. 2 of them at basically, 2 or 3 of them at ineffective health, 2 or 3 at functional enough. The 2 Magpies, I think, are just scouter drones to provide intel for the Cloudfire. Make sure its detection's still doing good. But I think the Cloudfire is just going to manage to take out this city from long range. Another good bunch of missiles coming in. Chunking off a lot of the armor. And probably going to get to the core, I suspect, with this valley. If the fire wasn't too blinding anyways. Ah! Oh, okay. Oh, even the engines are separated, so it's not like you can just core a single part and it's done for. Okay. Although this hole is getting rather large, so it may be able to do enough damage. Get too many more of those, and this thing's just going to crack in half. But we will see. Looking at the packs, I think the packs are probably still full health. Yeah, still full health, but if they lose power, then they can't do much. And I'm gonna guess the Cloudfire is out of their accurate range. Not the most interesting battle, but it is kind of nice to just see stuff get chunked away at, as long as it stays within range to keep accurately hitting. So here we can see kind of the internal structure. Is it, looks like an engine in the middle, splits out in 4 directions to have 4 more engines. And then stuff like batteries around the middle, surge protectors. I assume it's several layers tall, but I'm not certain. As long as the cloud flare our Cloudfire can disable the engines on this guy, we can call it a win for the LTS, so we can avoid the battle going much longer. 85% now on the main vehicle. It's really fallen apart. And I don't think the Maquis, they've taken a little bit more damage since we last checked. One more that was like 90% got chunked down to 70. But the rate of damage is definitely slowing. Either Maquis are out of range now, or disabled on the ground and not getting fired at for some reason, or the power this thing can supply is just not sufficient anymore. Whether that's due to the batteries getting drained over time, if there's just not enough power being made, or what, I don't know. And the only other possible limiting factor will be the ammo supply on this Cloudfire. But it's still got 17,000 material, should be plenty. While we're sitting here watching the building breaking. Okay, just out of range. Good to know. Yeah, I checked the distance a couple times. It seems to be mostly around 2,500. Yeah, 2,500. It got up to, I think, 3.2 kilometers at the highest. Which was kind of just for a little bit. It wasn't there for more than a few minutes. And judging from one of the turrets, it was only like 3.1, so I'm not gonna destroy it over that. Can we get like a power output on this guy? Honestly, I don't know the UI well enough, but we're down to, yeah, it's lost 1,300 blocks so far. Ooh, another Maki just got hit. Looks like it's disabled. Looks like it's going to be dead even. Yeah, 44%, that one's toast. Ooh, now I bet the Cloudfire is over 3 kilometers. Let's see. I'm not seeing the Cloudfire, actually. I think it got packed. Did it hit the... I mean, the ground's not very high here. I don't think it would have hit it. But this thing is 2 damage, lost a wing. The entire middle is gone somehow. I don't know exactly how. But that is... If this thing is dead, which it's at 54%, so just barely. If the Cloudfire's dead, then I know the Maquis are not going to be able to finish it off on their own. Although this guy's trying. You can do it. Kind of. Another Maki just got shot down. This one took another hit. Yeah, that's probably going to be disabled. Goodness, the packs are firing a lot faster now. I don't know what changed. Unless it was a game speed thing where the game just sped up. Which is entirely possible. If those missiles were like lure and slowing it down some. I think we're kind of just left with this guy functional. The Magpies, those don't have any weapons on them, they're just spotters. There's just this one right here, and then another Maki moving pretty slowly. Actually, this guy is dead. The other Maki somewhere. If it's in space, it's done for. Yep, last Maki in space. Alrighty, that is a dub for the Divini Arcana Ordinum. This is the most damage that a city has ever taken so far as I am aware, without being like destroyed outright. So this city will actually require repairs to be fully functional again. But otherwise, yep, that's the battle decided. Good win for the Divinity Arcana Ordinem. Thank you for watching.